In the hot, dry summer of 1893, on a desolate ranch in the heart of Texas, there lived an old rancher named Ezekiel Thornton. Ezekiel was a rugged, weathered man who had seen his fair share of hardship, but nothing could have prepared him for the terror that would descend upon his ranch one fateful night. It was a moonless night, the air heavy with the scent of mesquite and sagebrush, as Ezekiel Thornton lay in his creaky old bed. He was a man of habit, rising early to tend to his cattle and sheep. But something had stirred within him, an unsettling feeling that had crept into his bones. The first hint of trouble came as a low, humming sound permeated the air. Ezekiel bolted upright, his eyes wide in the darkness. He stumbled out of bed and made his way to the window, peering out into the inky blackness. There, hovering above his ranch, was a sight that defied all reason. An enormous airship, its shape elongated and metallic, adorned with strange pulsating lights. Ezekiel's heart raced as he watched in disbelief. He had heard tales of such mysterious flying contraptions, whispered by travelers who spoke of fantastical inventions from far-off lands, but he had never imagined that he would witness one himself. As he stared, frozen in terror, a beam of light shot down from the airship, illuminating the parched earth below. It swung toward Ezekiel's bedroom window, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Panic welled up within him, but before he could react, the beam of light enveloped him, and he was lifted off the ground, his body weightless. Inside the alien vessel, Ezekiel found himself on a cold, metallic surface. The air was thin and sterile, and he struggled to breathe. His eyes adjusted to the harsh, bluish light, revealing a nightmarish scene. Bizarre creatures, neither human nor animal, moved about with mechanical precision. They had elongated limbs and glistening, bulbous eyes that stared at him with a chilling indifference. Ezekiel's voice caught in his throat as he tried to scream. His thoughts raced, and he prayed for salvation, for a way to escape this nightmare. He saw a console with blinking buttons and controls nearby, and summoning every ounce of courage, he lunged toward it, smashing buttons at random. Alarms blared, and the alien beings reacted with panic. Ezekiel's frantic actions had disrupted their controlled environment. A portal opened, and he was sucked through it, back into the cold night air. He plummeted to the earth, landing hard on the dry ground of his ranch. Gasping for breath, his body bruised and battered, Ezekiel watched as the mysterious airship retreated into the sky, disappearing into the darkness. It left behind only the haunting memory of an otherworldly encounter. For the rest of his days, Ezekiel Thornton was haunted by the events of that night. He never spoke of the alien abduction, fearing that no one would believe his tale. Instead, he lived out his life as a recluse, a man forever changed by an encounter with the unknown. His ranch a desolate reminder of the terror that had descended upon him on that eerie Texas night in the 1890s.